Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about the hood. Let's talk about them gangs. Come on. That's in them penitentiaries for twisting their fingers. Let's talk about the Hoovers, the Pyrus from looters. Let's talk about having some truces with trades and dudes. Come on. Let's talk about the racist shit and crooked politics. The government don't care about niggas, they love immigrants. Let's talk about my past. Let's talk about my pain. It's so hard to maintain wearing red flame. Let's talk about my thug. You know we had them drugs. Let's talk about that ghetto girl that betrayed my love. Let's talk about Farrakhan. Let's talk about the Bible. Let's talk about the Quran. Let's talk about Elijah. Let's talk about my daddy, my candy-coated caddy. Let's talk about my mama happy that she chose to have it. Let's talk about the kids. Let's talk about the blues. Tune into the Let's Talk Shop with that old school.
What's up, y'all? I'm back up in the building. Today I'm focusing my attention on something that's a little, some might say, it affects us all. It affects us all. Not everybody knows somebody that has taken their own lives or even thought about it. But this right here, man, I came across this here video, man, and it touched me in a different type of way. I want y'all to peep it out, man.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mario. Happy birthday to you.
Now, when you look at each and every one of these videos, each one of them, man, if you could look at the men and tell that something was really bothering them. You know what I mean? Everybody else around them was happy, except for the last man. Everybody else around them was happy. It was a joyous occasion for everybody, except for the men. Now, check on your people, man. Check on your people. Because men, we have been taught to internalize things, and a lot of men can't handle the stresses that society places upon us, right? And it leads to this, and it's unfortunate they said that Trump took away the funds for the suicide prevention, whatever that means. I guess you can't call in and speak to anybody anymore, but this right here, man, it could be financial problems. The thought of a man not being able to provide and take care of his family, it can drive people to that, as you can see. And you don't know what the case may be, man. It could be a number of things that cause a person to want to take their own life. But it's still an unfortunate event, because once you make that decision, ain't no coming back from that, and you not only take your own life, you take part of the lives of the people that you leave behind, such as your children, your wife, whomever may love you. But I get it. I get it. I could never take my own life because I love me the most. But we all go through things. I don't think I ever went through anything that made me say I want to just end it. I ain't never, and I had some bad days, but I never had a day that made me, want to just check out. I haven't had no day like that. But for the ones that are having those types of days, man, it's only temporary. It's only temporary. You know, you should never make such a permanent decision for temporary problems, right? And that's easier said than done. But comment, do y'all know anybody that has taken their own lives? When I was a kid, I had a friend of mine. He took his own life by playing Russian roulette. You know, that was a game. What a stupid game, but he took his own life. You know, it was his turn. That was it. I don't think I know anybody that actually put a gun to their head and just said, fuck it. I don't know anybody that did it that way, except for my partner. You know, he the game Russian roulette, that's how it goes. But to be going through something and just get a gun and say, you know what, that's it. Or taking pills. I don't know anyone that has done it that way, but you never know what a person is going through out here. You never know. If you could look at those men's faces, you could tell, man. Even trying to smile, especially the first man and the second man, it was almost like they knew. You could see it in their face, like they knew, like, okay, one of these days I'm gonna end it all. And that's very sad, man, because I could see it in their face right there. Why is it that the people that love them couldn't see, hey, something is wrong? Well, maybe they did. Maybe I won't say it. Maybe they did. Because and I'm pretty sure y'all could see it too. But check on your people, man. Check on your folks, you know, because you'd rather prevent something, at least try, attempt. You know, I'm one of those people. I never want to be the one to say, "Damn, I should have did this, man," or "I shouldn't have did that." Excuse me, or "I shouldn't have let him go here." You know, I try to prevent things that's within my power as much as I can. So when I see people that's down, if I love them, hey man, what's up, man? You good? What's going on, man? You know, hey, we can holler, man. What's happening with it? Because, man, when you looking down on a person, that's when hindsight becomes 2020. And you never want that. So take care and check on your people, man. Make sure your people doing good, man. I'm old school and I'm out.
Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about the hood. Let's talk about them gangs. Come on, that's in them penitentiaries for twisting their fingers. Let's talk about the hoovers, the Pyrus from looters. Let's talk about having some truces with trades and dudes. Come on, let's talk about the racist shit and crooked politics. The government don't care about niggas, they love immigrants. Let's talk about my past. Let's talk about my pain. It's so hard to maintain wearing red flame. Let's talk about my thug. You know we had them drugs. Let's talk about that ghetto girl that betrayed my love. Let's talk about Farrakhan. Let's talk about the Bible. Let's talk about the Quran. Let's talk about Elijah. Let's talk about my daddy, my candy coated caddy. Let's talk about my mama happy that she chose to have it. Let's talk about the kids. Let's talk about the blues. Tune into the Let's Talk Shop with that old school.